Right, welcome back everybody. So what did we do yesterday? Yesterday we looked at setting up a development environment. So in particular, we looked at how we can use some commonly used tools to do this. We used the command line to set up a virtual environment for our project. We used feature branch workflow to organize how we develop our code base and organize it. And we also looked at PyCharm and how its features can help us with typical development tasks. And today is about seeing about what tools can help us verify that our software is in some way correct. Essentially, does it work the way that we would expect it to? So we're going to be looking at unit testing as one established way to do this. And it does this automatically. So we're going to be writing some tests using the latest PyTest unit test framework and running them to check our code's behavior. We'll also be looking at ways we can scale up and automate our unit testing further, using techniques such as parameterization to reuse unit testing code with different sets of test data. We're also going to be using GitHub's continuous integration features to automatically run our tests in our code repo for us when we make changes to our code and commit them into the repository. And the other thing we're going to be doing is to use PyCharm's code debugger to check the behavior of our code as it runs. Is it operating the way it should be, and use that as a means to locate issues and fix it. So overall, I'd say today, a key message for today is that as responsible researchers, generally, it's a good idea to be able to demonstrably show that our code produces correct results. At the Institute, we work with many researchers, some of whom couldn't actually categorically say how or sometimes even why their software's results were correct. Were they even correct in some capacity, which may seem shocking, but it does happen. And unit testing is one approach that can help with that here. Give us some evidence that the software we're writing works as we expect and continues to work as we expect as we change it. And that unit testing in the long run can save us development time if used correctly. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So before we get started, does anyone have any questions on anything about any which I've just said or any other aspects of today?
I have a quick question. This is Rose Finn. Just when you change the branch on GitHub in the command line, does it change automatically in PyCharm?
My understanding is yes. So you should see that reflected in PyCharm. PyCharm effectively is trying to mirror what's going on at that level automatically. So as you change things on the command line, you should see that reflected in the PyCharm interface too.
Okay, thanks.
Good question though. Right, any other questions? Anything else? Any points that you perhaps didn't understand yesterday or anything? No? Okay, well, if you're ready to proceed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste in the link to today's material into the chat.
It's already there, Steve, don't worry.
Ah, you star. Thank you, Alex. Brilliant. Excellent. Industrious as always. Thank you. Right, okay, so I think we're probably ready to go. So how are we doing with the breakout rooms?
Rachel, can we have 4 again, please?
Yeah, thank you, Rachel. So hopefully you can remember which room you were in yesterday.
Yeah, so if instructor's the same, although I'll take over Sam's, but I will just nip into Alex's first.
Okay.
So the breakout rooms are ready, and you should all be able to move to whichever room you prefer.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks, Rachel. Right, see you out there. Good luck.